The gentleman from Charlottesville.
Speaking briefly to the bill at the start, please. Speak briefly to the bill at the start.
The gentleman has the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, let me begin by saying that this budget is a budget that's far superior to the one that the governor provided us, which was devastating to localities and shredded the social safety net. And I'd say that this budget is better than that governor's budget for a number of reasons, some of which have been referred to by the gentleman from Bedford. First has been the hard work of the Appropriations Committee and its chair, Delegate Putney. Second, there's been some wonderful work done by the staff to put this budget together, and we've already expressed our appreciation, and we want to do so again. Thirdly, and this is quite unique in this budget cycle, and that is the willingness of the majority leader and other members of the majority party to work with those of us on this side of the aisle to hear us out, seek our input, and acknowledge what we had to say about this budget. I think in the 6 years I've been here, I haven't experienced that. And fourth, I think this budget is superior because our caucus members have been willing to step up and provide that input and let people involved in the appropriations process know what were priorities for us. From the beginning, we have argued for a series of changes in this budget, and we have gone a long way. But we've got some ways to go yet. And as we all know, this is part of a process. And part of the role that we have today is to try to push a little bit more, to try to get a little bit more for our constituents and for all Virginians. And so, with that being said, I would like to provide you a little roadmap of where we want to go today, and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. So on several occasions over the last few weeks, I've been up on the floor, and we've been advancing proposals for modifying this budget, even the House budget that has been gone through appropriations, with no tax increases. We will continue to do so today. So in a preview, here it comes. We're going to continue to argue against the diversion of money that would otherwise go for schools, localities, public safety, and job creation, and that would be sent instead to transportation. Transportation is important, but this diversion merely puts a very small Band-Aid on a very large problem and hurts school divisions and localities in the process. Second, we will argue for support for Alicia's Law, a critical program designed to protect our children from sexual predators, and a program which has enjoyed the great support of this body over the years. Third, we will argue to increase the number of waivers that we fund for developmentally disabled and intellectually challenged. Fourth, we will argue to restore funding for child advocacy centers, child care programs, so vitally important to the ability of our youngsters to get a jump start on their educational future, and for our parents so that they can keep their jobs without worrying about whether their children have good daycare. Fifth, we will argue for additional funds that can spark a manufacturing renaissance in the Commonwealth of Virginia, providing incentives to companies to invest in capital equipment and infrastructure to create the manufacturing jobs of the 21st century. We think these priorities reflect the priorities of this body and reflect the priorities of a broad cross-section of Virginians, so we can build an economy and a commonwealth for the 21st century. And we will propose these without any proposed tax increases. Mr. Speaker, we have a chance today to do something that I've not seen during all my time here, and that is to produce a genuine bipartisan budget that gets 100 votes, and all we need to do is go that extra mile. Today, we're going to challenge you to go that extra mile with us. We thank you for consideration.